Hello dear students, we've already started Gulliver's Travels, Chapter 4 by Jonathan Swift, and we are going to continue now. The Emperor's Palace is in the center of the city, where the two great streets meet. It is enclosed by a wall of 2 feet high and 20 feet distance from the buildings. I had His Majesty's permission to step over this wall, and the space being so wide between that and the palace, I could easily view it on every side. The outward court is a square of 40 feet and includes two other courts. In the inmost are the royal apartments, which I was very desirous to see, but found it extremely difficult, for the great gates, from one square into another, were but 18 inches high and 7 inches wide. Now the buildings of the outer court were at least 5 feet high, and it was impossible for me to stride over them without infinite damage to the pile, though the walls were strongly built of hewn stone and 4 inches thick. At the same time, the emperor had a great desire that I should see the magnificence of his palace, but this I was not able to do till 3 days after, which I spent in cutting down with my knife some of the largest trees in the royal park, about 100 yards distant from the city. Of these trees I made two stools, each about 3 feet high and strong enough to bear my weight. The people having received notice a second time, I went again through the city to the palace, with my two stools in my hand. When I came to the side of the outer court, I stood upon one stool, and took the other in my hand. This I lifted over the roof, and gently set it down on the space between the first and second court, which was 8 feet wide. I then stepped over the building very conveniently from one stool to the other, and drew up the first after me with a hooked stick. By this contrivance I got into the inmost court, and lying down upon my side, I applied my face to the windows of the middle stories, which were left open no purpose, and discovered the most splendid apartments that can be imagined. There I saw the Empress and the young princes in their several lodgings, with their chief attendants about them. Her Imperial Majesty was pleased to smile very graciously upon me, and gave me out of the window her hand to kiss. And now let's just sum up what we've read so far. After gaining his freedom, Gulliver goes to Mildendo, which is the capital city of Lilliput. Then the residents were told to stay indoors, and they all sat on their roofs and in their balconies or their garret windows to see him. He described the town. He said that the town is 500 feet square, with a wall surrounding it, and can hold 500,000 people. Then the emperor wants him to see the magnificence of his palace, which is at the center of the city. Then he made stools or seats for himself, which he carries around with him so that he can sit down and see things from a shorter distance than a standing position allows. And now we have a group of words that appeared in the first two paragraphs that can be new for us. First, proclamation, which is the act of making an official statement, and contrivance, which means the artificial invention or something that somebody has done or written that does not seem natural. A stool, which is a seat with legs but without a back or arms. Lodging, which is the temporary place or temporary room to live in.